Professor X, how do I get a hold of you? Because I got content I want you to do a video on. I got a subject. I got something on my mind. I got a life experience. I need some advice. I need to hit you up. How I get a hold of you? Good question. Go to my channel page in the description box. You'll see my email. Hit me up right there and I'll take care of it. I check my email twice a day, every day, 7 days a week. Professor X, what it is? Man, I support your channels, man. You be trying to drop that knowledge. You be trying to help out the young folks and the young boys and grown folk and relationship. You be giving us that knowledge, man. You uncle. Man, I appreciate that. What's up, man? Man, how can I support your channel? Buy you a coffee or something like that? Man, I tell you what you do, boy. You go to my channel page and in the description box, you'll see a link. Buy me a coffee. Now, I think by default, it's set at like $20 or $25, but you can bring that number down as low as you want to if you want to support my channel. I appreciate it. Now, on to the topic at hand. I got an email and they wanted to know my thoughts and my opinion on what dating over 40 looks like today. So I want to talk about that. As you can see from the title, how I feel that the dating pool is contaminated. Somebody said that the dating pool has pee in it, but I'll use the word contaminated. I did a little research from the ages of 40 to 65 years old, since the question was about 40-year-olds and higher. From the ages of 40 to 65 years old, the people that are single because their spouse or loved one passed away. In other words, they are a widow. Represents between 3 to 6% of the dating pool market. Let's just call it 5%. 5% of people that are single, 40 and up, 40 to 65, are single because their spouse passed away. That leaves 95%. A way smaller amount than that, they couldn't even get percentages on it for me, is single because they have never been in a relationship at all since high school. No relationship at all. Way smaller percent. Okay? So we can go, let's just stay at 95% here. Now, think about the pool. 95% of the dating pool in America is filled with people that has been divorced at least once, some twice, some 3 times, some 4 times. You got to throw them in the pool. And when I'm going down here, when you're putting these people in the pool, it don't mean that they're bad people. See, I'm not talking about bad people right now. I'm just talking about people and their experiences that we have to put in the dating pool that are single and looking so that we can establish what we have to deal with. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 marriages, put them in the pool. Heartbreak in relationships, whether you was married or not, whether you a woman or a man. A man may not admit it as much, but we can have our heart broke too. We're just not supposed to tell nobody. Put them in the pool. Because again, 95% of the rest of us have been in some type of relationship since high school, and for whatever reason it didn't work out. That's why we're in at 40 plus. That's why we're on the dating scene. We're looking. So trust issues from past relationships, put that in the pool. Kids from relationships or marriage, put that in the pool. Here's another one that a lot of people overlook. Being single for too long can be baggage. A lot of people think you can be single for, 10 years, 15 years and jump back on the scene. You've been single that long, you're very set in your ways, and there's a good chance that you're not ready for anybody to really invade your space on a day-to-day basis. So we have to put that in the pool. So when you think about the dating pool, you're looking at situations from all type of things that have gone on in people's lives by the time we hit 40 years old, and we have to put all of that in the pool. And then when we get all of those people in the pool, then we now have to determine what do they want. Because everybody, back in the day when I was growing up, they had a community pool on the post where my dad was in the military. So they had one or two community pools. And of course, when you went to the pool, you went normally it was 90 degrees or more. And so they're going to go to cool off. Some going to go to cool off, want to swim. The guys, we went to look at the chicks, right? Because at that time, they won't just walk around in their bikinis and stuff. If you wanted to see that, you had to go to the pool to actually see that. So we would go down and just kind of have our feet and legs in the water, but we're looking at the chicks. The chicks is in the water because they want to stay cool and show off their body. So when you think about the dating pool, you got all these people in the pool, but everybody not in the pool for the same reason. You got to decipher through that, right? So if you're going to be serious about dating then, and all these people is in the pool, one thing you're going to have is discernment, because you got all these people that are swimming around you and you can't tell what they got going on. Some people in the pool want marriage. Some people in the pool want companionship but don't want marriage. See that? Some want to be married, maybe again. Some want to be married, maybe for the first time. Some want companionship, but they don't want to be married. Especially men who have already been married, they may not want to get married again, but they do want the companionship. Some just want to casually date. They in the pool. Because that's where the single people are. So they in the pool. You got to have discernment. All these people around me, but what do they want? Some just want sex. They in the pool. Swimming around you. And if you ask each of them what do they want, here's why you have to have discernment. When we're in the dating pool over 40, because they all gonna give you the same answer. Because everybody know that more than likely you can't just come out and say, I just want sex. The women are going to come out immediately and say, I want something serious. I want something long term. I'm tired of playing around. I'm tired of giving up my body. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I want something, right? That's what they're going to say. I want something serious. I want something dependable. I want something stable. What are we doing, right? So, of course, the men already know that we can't just come out and say, well, I just want to bust up the box. So they got to say the same thing that the woman is saying, even though those intentions may not be the same intentions as the woman. That's just a couple things. Check this one out. All of the people that's in the pool that have dealt with, again, divorce, breakup, heartbreak, trust issues, infidelities, somebody ran off with the money, somebody ran off with another woman, somebody ran off with the best friend. All these people that are in the pool, you got to ask yourself, have they actually done the work that it takes to be healed and complete before they got back in the pool? Have they actually done the work? And one thing that I have found out about myself and humanity, if you're not the one that caused the breakup, so it seems, from the last relationship you was in, a lot of times you are not even aware that there's work on you that needs to be done. I'll give you an example. If a man cheats on his wife and the wife find out because she went through his computer or whatever, seen the pictures of the girl hanging upside down off the table counter, and you can't believe she did that on my. You had this trick on my counter where I cut up the salad and the eggs and the tomatoes, and you got her nasty behind on my. I can't believe that. Blah blah blah, and then she go get a divorce. Tell everybody my husband cheated on the chick, brought him in the house on my countertop, and everybody go, "Oh my God, this dude is so messed up. Girl, get rid of him." Got you. Should. Okay, that he's out the way. Nobody focuses on the fact that she had, not saying this was the reason he did. I'm just talking about work in her. I'm not talking about she was the reason he did. Let's just say he did it because he liked the chick. Let's just ain't got nothing to do with the wife, right? He just liked the chick. But she not gonna focus on what she did have going on within her that also needed work. In other words, if she always overtalked, she not gonna focus on that because that was not the reason for the breakup. The reason for the breakup is the fact that he got caught cheating and she divorced him. But the fact of the matter is she could still be an overtalker. She could still be a woman that don't listen. She could still be a woman that's very masculine. She could still be a woman that is very aggressive. She could still, you see what I'm saying? So you got to throw her in that pool. Because again, either way, if it happens male or female, if a man, for whatever reason, decides to divorce his wife because of something that she did, she messed around with his best friend from college, he can't believe it, he's devastated, he's heartbroken, boom, we say, okay, she was a nasty chick, okay, you had every right to get rid of her, divorce her. He's not going to look at himself, though, and say, now what's wrong with me, or not anything necessarily wrong, but what do I need to work on and fix so that I can present myself as the best man possible before I go back into the pool. So the question again is, the ones that's in the pool, have they true and serious and think they serious now, have they truly done the work? And then number 3, I'm going to close out with this one. Social media. Dating apps. It's in the pool. This is the new generation and way of how people a lot of times are meeting up with one another. But let me tell you what we say sometimes, those of us that are over 40. As you get older, you realize time becomes more precious, right? You become more time conscious. You realize time is precious. People in your life have passed away. Maybe by this time, your mom passed away, your dad, maybe both of them, cousins, all the time. One of the people you went to high school, by the time you hit 40, you might have already heard 4 or 5 or however many people that you graduated with has already passed away. So it gives you a different look on life as far as time and you wanting to value your time. So a lot of times by the time you hit 40 years old, one of the things that you'll hear people say is, don't waste my time. I don't want my time to be wasted. That's how we talk over 40. Don't waste my time. Tell me what it is. Tell me right now. I don't want nobody to waste my time. And when you look at social media, the very thing that we don't want to do, which is have our time wasted, is exactly what social media is going to do. It's going to waste your time because it's full of lies that you're not able to figure out. People can go on social media and lie about their age. They can go on social media and lie about their relationship status. They could tell you they single when they really married. They could tell you they going through a divorce when the other person don't have no idea about no divorce. Yeah, y'all been there. Some of y'all women have been with men who told y'all, me and my wife are not in a good space right now. We're getting divorced, and then I'll be with you. And you opened up your cat to him, and he turned it around and flipped it around and turned it sideways, and you kept giving it to him for 6 months, a year, 2 years, only to find out that the Joker never intended on leaving his wife in the first place. And when you go on social media, they can tell you whatever they want to tell you because you ain't got the ability to know any different. The very thing that you don't want to do, which is waste your time, social media, dating apps, is going to waste your time. So what do I think about? What do I think about dating over 40? I think that the pool is contaminated. I think that it's contaminated with good people for the most part, but we all bring some level of baggage of contamination with us when we get our feet and ankles and legs and body in that pool. We bring all of the things, the baggage, the hurts, the failures. Even if you take let's just take a woman who was a widow, put her in the pool. She had a great man, married to him 25 years. Something happened and he passed away. He was a good man. Took care of her, opened doors, courteous, great man, honorable, character off the charts. Well, when she gets in the pool, what you think her expectation is going to be for the next man that tries to date her? So you got to put her in the pool because her expectation is going to be so far and above what the majority of the other men in that pool is going to be. She's going to be let down. She's going to have her time wasted. She's going to wonder what's going on with men now. She's going to wonder where's the man that was like my husband. Yeah, put her in the pool. Put him in the pool. The man that's a widow that had a great wife that took care of everything, gave him, you know what I'm saying, whatever he was looking for, peace, assurance, love, affection, all of that, companionship, all of that. Then she passed away. Now he in the pool with somebody playing around, playing games into him because he retired, got some money coming in, got a little check coming in. Maybe he's still in shape. Into him because of what he can offer, the looks, the image. All these people is in the same pool. That's why the pool is contaminated. And there's really no way to get around it unless you just stay out of it. There's no way to get around it, in my opinion. You can use discernment and move a little different. You can make sure that people, when you see red flags immediately, you can leave that fish alone, right? But you're still in the pool. So you in the pool, you use the discernment. Oh, he or she lied. You move on. You don't get caught, but you're still in the same pool. You in the pool and find out, oh, she don't do what she say. So you leave her alone. You use the discernment, but you're still in the same pool. See what I'm saying? The only way to avoid the contamination is to never get in the pool, which means that you are now saying you will be single and okay with being single for the rest of your life. And unfortunately, I don't know any other way to do it unless you're gonna be either be single for the rest of your life or you're gonna have to just play the game that's involved in the dating pool that is contaminated. I hate to say it that way. I don't see no other way. What other way is there? If you single and you looking, you're in the dating pool. The pool is contaminated. We all bring a level of hurt and mistrust and broken heart and children, and we got stress we're bringing. We got mental issues that we're bringing. We got all these things, expectations that we're bringing, false intentions that we're bringing. We ain't got it all together. You ain't got it all together. We ain't got to deal with you long because we can swipe left or right and find somebody else and start all over again with the same nonsense. The pool's contaminated. I'm sorry. I don't have any other better way to put it. Stay out of it or play the game that's in it. Y'all got it? Good.